answer along the way. In a game where
wow.
millions of viewers,
I haven't even. Wow.
of fans,
It's been a while.
At least a few years.
Last time we did this, there was much drinking and other associated herbal events that led to a long time in the bathroom, as I remember. In fact, I believe that's why the season was cut short at Telisplat 3.
When we did this, I ended up sleeping with somebody, not finding out what happened for 6 months.
Oh, yeah, there was that, too.
There was that, too.
Yeah.
That was not a good thing.
Well,
at least this season will start off with two people, one of which will definitely win.
yeah.
The losers being the announcers to start off, which
Yeah.
can at least decide to whom they're going to lose worse.
Yeah, well, I've already decided my team has
That's
no
an
hope in this
impressive
tournament.
offensive
So.
stat. 62, I like that. Yes.
Normally, the Vikings' rating wouldn't be that high, except Mike is wearing the horned helmet this evening, so they have an extra boost.
If you could just get it to snow in here, you'd be golden.
You just got to call the Wild North, man.
Coming down to the coin toss. Chargers choose.
Heads is called.
Always call head.
It is head.
Chargers win the toss. Of course, there's nothing wrong with tail.
I wouldn't know. It's been a while. Speaking of which, I don't have my keys with me now. If anyone sees me reaching for them later, please grab them away, because I was thinking of Barb last night as I was driving. And
Sudden case of road rage?
no, no, but I know what happens. You know, you think of a girl and then you get incredibly drunk, and 12 hours later you might end up driving to her house for no apparent reason. So
That would be very, very bad.
Yes, well, okay, so I'm driving down the road for 19 hours, and I had a need for tits. What can I say?
Made the choice to return it from the very back of the end zone.
But he
Brought it
still
all the
brings
way
it
out
up to the 20.
Yeah.
Did all right. Man. Which reminds me, one sponsor for the evening, Sam Adams Cream Stout. It's thicker than roast beef. And I'm on my fifth bottle.
It's a pitch play to Smith. Breaks around for the... Ooh,
Oh,
he
not
gets
quite to the
9.
first down.
I like how they have the imposed yellow line for the first down.
Yeah, well, it must be CBS. What can I say? No, it's
Yeah,
CBS that's
does it
running those
also.
games now. Yeah, yeah.
Everybody's a slightly different shade of yellow, so they can't say they copied.
That's right. No copyright infringement. Ours is orange.
This is maize.
Oh, and he breaks through for the first down. And,
Ass-railed afterwards.
that's all right. I am totally not. Are these the official players and all that shite? Okay. Well, we're playing blind today.
Oddly enough, Minnesota, with perhaps the best passing offense in the entire game, has started off with a very much ground attack.
I've had the fortune of seeing this Minnesota offense play in the preseason, and they do have quite a fierce
Open,
running attack.
But slightly overthrown.
And unfortunately, they dropped the chalupa. They will go back and try again.
For no other better name, Danny Glover misses the pass across the center. Perhaps because he's just a little old and not quite as fast as he once was. So back to pass. Quick out screen to Smith, who's going to pick up the first down and more. After his ass slammed into the sideline.
Vicious body tackle.
Is that Junior Seauch?
Doing his, I'm going to go out and get some points. Sack celebration dance.
Manu Manu the Slender.
He was on something we were watching the other day, Mike. What was that? It was like, Street Fighter. Manu Manu the Slender was in Street Fighter.
Out to the back.
As Honda.
Smith breaks the tackle. He's across the 40, the 35, the 30, 20.
Jeez.
Out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Unstoppable. This game is quickly getting out of hand.
Screw the replay. It's all right.
You don't even look sorry. Okay.
They seem to be having absolutely no problem moving the ball early in this game.
I'd have to say it's the magic in the braids of the helmet that's causing this right now. May have
Whatever
to clip
the case
him
may
later.
be. Back to oh! Looks like Junior found his way to the quarterback that time. Crunch.
Yeah, that's funny you should say that, because... By the way, we've got a really big hunkin' sub out there. Not, to go along with the monster sack. Subway sponsoring us this evening with a 6-foot hoagie type thing.
Semblance of defense. Sacked by Junior Seau. Drops him back 11 yards. Second and very, very long. Looks like breaks the tackle, breaks that. Looks like he got back to at least the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, but I think he bruised his liver on that play. I wouldn't expect to see much more action from him. I can feel mine hardening now.
Explain how the defense is a case of butter.
I have an erect liver.
Back to pass, looking for the slant to Moss, who gets ass-railed. I believe that's going to be pass interference on the defense. First down. Randy Moss just got railed.
Somehow, the Minnesota offense seems to think that was a worthwhile call, so they accept it. Moving us on to, 1st and 10 again, huh?
I really think the coach should have called for throwing the white flag in for replay. I think perhaps maybe that call was unjustified.
Yeah.
I think he did leave his liver on the field.
I don't know if that
Denied
makes a
the first down,
football.
though.
Yeah, but only by a yard. I do believe this will be an easy pickup.
50 rushing yards. Perhaps maybe Minnesota came here to rush them to death, since obviously the most effective part of the passing game is the pass interference call. Establish the ground game, looking for across the center to Reed.
And he pulls it in.
Ball thrown well behind him, but he did manage to pull it down.
Yeah. Well,
Jake
some of us
Reed.
have that trouble where our balls swing well behind us, but, manage to try and reel them in as we go. Fair enough.
Deep thoughts by Keyz.
San Diego's coach has a guttural explicative.
It's a quick toss to the end zone up for Reed.
And he pulls it
catches
in.
Touchdown. The Vikings
Draw first blood.
on the board with a touchdown in the first quarter. He's doing the Yo Mama dance in the end zone.
I do believe that is what it is. He's getting a little anal breeze going on there, as it were. We're going to line up for the, theoretical extra point. However, also having seen Minnesota in the preseason, I don't think I've seen them kick too many extra points, but it does look like they're going to try and do it this time.
The conservative start. The running game, just a few passing plays.
Just some incredible respect for San Diego's defense.
And he's on the board with 7 points early in the first half. Well, I guess early in the first half. But how long are the quarters here?
First
anyway?
quarter, 4-minute quarters.
They couldn't have taken 14 minutes.
No. We are in the abbreviated time schedule. This is Telisplat football after all, not, that other FL, as it were. What the hell are you doing?
He's lined up for an onside kick return.
Looks like the ref's going to get it. No, wait. There actually is somebody drop back to pick it up, and he's running, rumbling, bumbling,
27-yard line.
Out to the 27.
1st and 10. It'll be interesting to see what San Diego's response to the quick score by Minnesota will be.
Well, being that San Diego isn't that far from San Francisco, I wouldn't be surprised if they just, turned around the defensive line and porked them. That's just me.
It's like
no.
That was a botched screenplay over the center. You'd think it wasn't all that effective the first time. John Randall. Lining up, dancing around like a bunny rabbit. Looking for the sack, got the sack. Ouch. Things are looking mighty dim for San Diego here.
Is that a hiccup in the middle of that? San Diego?
Diego.
Wow.
Yeah.
We
I had the accent in there.
You're obviously drinking as much as John Madden does every Sunday. Have you heard him lately? Jeez, oh man, both those guys sound like they're liquored as hell. Summerall, yeah.
They make more mistakes now than they used to.
It's
before.
not even that. They just sound liquored. I mean, if you, it's awful.
Dropping back to pass yet again.
I
Looking
thought-
deep to Jones, who gets it batted away at the last moment.
Yeah, speaking of Madden
Going
and
to be
Summerall, I
4th
thought I was
and
going to miss
18.
Myron Cope when I left Pittsburgh, but it seems like we've managed to keep the booze hounds in the broadcasting business. Nothing wrong with that, mind you.
I think we're going to see the first punt of the game. San Diego didn't seem to be able to muster much of anything with the ball on the offensive side. It's going to be a long afternoon for them if they don't manage to move the ball.
Better be careful where they aim it. They're going to be looking at it out of bounds. Oh, of course, that doesn't really matter on a punt now, does it?
Since he made the fair catch signals, he ran into the guy holding the camera out of bounds. I'm going to catch it.
I'm going to fair catch it out of bounds, and you're dead.
Only 37 seconds remaining in the first. Oh, no, I lied. That was the replay of the punt that we didn't see. 25 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And it's a deep pass.
Oh my
Caught.
goodness. I don't know how he
Nice
grabbed it.
Down.
Oh, man.
It is rapidly becoming a route.
Minnesota answers directly and says, you can't bring that shit to my house.
Beautiful throw.
Oh.
Nice defense. Just missed it.
There are rumors from the Minnesota head office that they will be sold later on this evening and changed to a much... Oh, okay. However, the new Redskins coach will continue to wear the Minnesota horns because, you know, it's nothing like
There seems
getting
to
lucky
be
while
some
you're horny.
dissension on the San Diego sideline as he searches for a play. Where is that rip the opponent's balls off button?
Oh,
Going for
almost
2.
found it.
Oh, just
man.
shy.
Jeez.
Just shy.
That's one of the few. I've
Not sure I would have made that decision.
funny you should say that. While we're here,
With
another
16 seconds remaining in the first quarter. That whole last drive taking all 8 seconds. It is quickly 13-0 in favor of the Vikings.
Minnesota looking to aim to kick
Guam.
the ball through one of the opposing team's players.
He kicks it. Sounded like he pulled out his left testicle when he kicked it. We'll be bringing that back to the 40-yard line.
I'd also like to mention this is the first Telisplat tournament we've held where I've not had a girlfriend that restricted me from smoking. So as far as all our viewers are concerned, I'm smoking like a bitch this evening. Camel Light Cigarette and Marlboro Light Cigarettes are our official sponsors of the evening. Yes, and Mike's official Tin Box. Tim Box. Oh, wow. He may not be here, but he's here with us in spirit.
Let's see what the offense can do to a wide. I was going to say. San Diego's still searching for that start button on the offense. Trying to get a fire lit under someone's ass so they can move the ball at least 2 inches. Register something in the category of offensive yardage. And it looks like it'll be
there
right
it is.
now as he runs down the sidelines to get tackled roundabouts the 35-yard line.
No. All of a sudden, the San Diego Chargers are showing why they're the offensive juggernaut. They've been highly unrated through the earlier parts of this game. This is where they really come alive. The last 5 seconds of the first quarter have always been San Diego's.
The last 5 seconds of the first quarter.
And unfortunately, they piddled them away to nothing. So,
We'll
We'll see what they can do in the
end of the first quarter.
beginning of the second.
San Diego getting their ass handed to them 13-0 by the Ferry Vikings.
Oh, the crystal gravy, or
Ooh. Broke that one for about 7-8 yards.
Swill.
Means business.
Swill, yeah. Yeah. You remember that commercial where they pour it out and it's like clear gel with bottle tabs and everything because it's dredged from the waters of Lake Erie?
Oh, yay.
No. I know what you remember from Kentucky Fried Movie, and I don't think we're able to talk about that on this network
that
right
ball
now.
was almost intercepted.
At least not till after a couple more beers. Yeah, Thrill Seekers was an excellent
Harbaugh not
segment
having a
for that movie.
particularly good day. 1 for 5, been sacked once, been hurried multiple times. Thrown some questionable passes. Lining up for what looks to be about a 37-yard field goal.
It's funny we should be on this topic because I happen to know that the Chargers kicker, his favorite Saturday Night Live commercial is the Yardapult. The catapult that helps you send your garbage into the neighbor's yard.
It's good.
It's like very classic.
Unknown yardage yet, but
well, San Diego managed to get there and get some points on the board there. And I'm already talking like it's the fourth game. That's okay.
We ought to be interesting to watch now. Every play is a new O'Donnell touchdown return.
There will be many deviated rectums on that game.
700 yards rushing, and it's all by the quarterback. 4th and 36 on your 7. Quarterback sneak.
That's right. Yes, an excellent tackle, but it was quite a return, too, for 27 yards.
Offense, choose shotgun formation. They got a little hyper coming along. Back to pass. Ooh! The defense is showing some spirit.
An interesting fact about Minnesota, by the way, it's a long fucking way to drive. Just in case you were ever curious. Technically, it's 24 hours to drive there. However, I've figured out that if you manage to stay at least 10 miles an hour over the limit, you can do it in 20. And if you happen to go a little faster, you can do it in 19.
He's throwing the ball down to Randy Moss, who is wide open.
Oh,
Turn around to catch
dear goodness.
Underthrown ball. Dimry dives
Randy,
for
he's
him,
getting tired, but he
definitely
manages.
Nessie punching into the end zone.
He's in there.
Face forward. Looks like Minnesota is definitely out to rack the score up to the point where they don't have to worry too much about playing defense because it won't matter.
That's pretty much Minnesota's all-over theory for
We scored
gameplay.
70 points this game. The defense really just has to stand in the field with their thumb up their ass.
Gets up and says, "Smell my armpits."
Kiss my ass. Nothing but net.
That's right, yeah.
Nothing but net.
Three things that go together as far as I'm concerned.
Armpits, ass, and net.
Hey, I didn't say any of you guys were welcome for those kind of parties, but anyway.
Looks like the first game of the season could very well be a rout. As he goes for 2 for some unknown reason.
Because
Glover
he does.
was wide
there
open.
it is. Well, San
Minus
Diego
those three
did
guys
manage to
standing
stop
around
the
him.
first 2-point conversion. Yeah, it actually was a shit. Yeah. Big pile of dung in the end zone. That's okay, because that just means he has something to avoid next time he goes.
79-yard touchdown catch by Randy. Too tall Moss. And he's going to squib kick this one right down the center.
You'd be surprised how far some of these friggin' go sometimes, though.
It skips almost over.
Defense lined up for onside kick. Obviously, they're very worried that Minnesota feels like they're going to need it.
Yeah. With an early 18-point lead. A little over 2.5 minutes left in
Do
the
not
second
taunt
quarter.
Happy Fun Ball.
I believe that would be encroachment on the defense. Offsides.
93, defense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Doubling the yardage that San Diego had managed to gain from here. That 5-yard penalty will give them a 1st and 5.
I think right now they'll be happy to take what they can get, staring down the barrel of a 21-3 gun. It's a little scary. Managed to get the pass off before they got munched.
Jones, touchdown!
Oh my God!
That'll change the face of the game.
Answering directly back. He's going to quickly bring it up to
He got
10.
hammered after he threw that ball, too. Nice throw.
Shunk.
Wide.
It's in there. That is why they play the game.
Well, with, again, still just 2.5 minutes roughly left in the second quarter, this game has changed yet again. With the extra point, this will only be an 11-point lead. With
Classically, I'm sorry, in addition to the last 5 seconds of the first quarter, San Diego's also known for their, midway point of the second quarter. That's right. The old 2:45 drill.
It's pretty much an historic fact every time they have 1st and 5, they get a touchdown. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, that kind of goes without saying.
So I think it would be important if I was a Chargers fan to hope for some sort of defensive stand or turnover, so as to which they could get another score and pull themselves within just a few points going into halftime. Takes it way
He's going
back.
downtown.
5 yards deep in the end zone. Decides to hand it to the other guy standing there. Jumps over
Manages
the
to bring it
first
out
guy.
yet to the,
Looks like about the...
what do we got, 25?
I think he was at the 20.
Oh, my bad. This announcer is
You're
somewhat
wrong.
nearsighted, and that's okay.
Have a few more. I play him first.
Sam
But
Adams
then again, I
coaching
shouldn't
my
be saying
team.
that, because we have proven time and time again alcohol and video games go together like all get out.
This is true.
The drunker
This
you
is
get, the
true.
better you play.
Never would we have defeated Mortal Kombat if not. Yeah, case in point, the Damon Fair play, which perhaps we'll bring up on replay at halftime.
Studies have proven.
Oh my dear Lord!
Cunningham takes the snap for shotgun, hands off to Smith, who gets railed at the line of scrimmage.
Yes, Damon and I, who had never really touched Mortal Kombat before that evening, managed to beat it after sitting down with a bottle of Night Train each. That was the original one on Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo, yes.
Yeah. Which I stole from my roommate for the evening, and he was livid about, but that's all right.
This will bring up the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 5, Minnesota with the ball in their own 21. Really very important play for San Diego. If they could stop them here and get the ball back with some time in a second, they could pretty much... I didn't say it wasn't an extremely large if. It's a screen pass. Ooh! Nice. Tackle.
San Diego making a little bit of a defensive show.
Rod Smith seems to have quite a few yards.
You'll notice I said that in Damon Pittsburghese right there. That was defensive, like Detroit.
So bring up a 4th and 4, and I assume a punt.
No.
Little do I
Minnesota doesn't
realize
punt.
Cunningham comes out.
Those horns may be yellow, but it's not because he's chicken.
He gets the first down and much more. He brings it across the 35-yard line. And then calls timeout. I didn't. He didn't call timeout. I thought he was trying to call timeout on the sideline. Dropping way back to pass. Smith wide open, reaching up, makes the grab, breaks away from the tackler. The secondary's racing to catch up with him, tackles him at the 6-yard line. Just as it was looking good for San Diego.
That really was quite a
Good
play for
Flush.
Minnesota. Just kind of sucked it in with those, gloves soaked in pine tar, and they just turned around and, oh man. Down to the 5-yard line. This is going to get pretty rough.
Touchdown would bring them back to an 18-point lead,
San
assuming
Diego.
they don't go for 2.
Diego's definitely got to make a showing here.
Touchdown.
And it doesn't look like this is going to be the play where it
I believe that would
happens.
be Smith's second touchdown, if not third. The second. Jake Reed got the second one. That's his second.
San Diego's coach has obviously decided that hope is lost for the moment because he's going for beverage.
Yes.
And
Well, maybe he's again going for that.
well,
beverage.
wait. I'll tell you what. I'll press a button for the Vikings offense, and you can block their kick. Yeah, well.
We'd interview Keyz at halftime. However, we're afraid that the mic wouldn't be able to withstand the gas coming out of his mouth. With time running out in the second half, and the play clock ticking down to very much nothing, they're going to make this kick an extra 5 yards.
I think they'll be able to handle it, Jim.
It's possible that they might have some problem with this extreme wind that seems to be blowing.
Well, the play clock is down. We're down to 44 seconds left in the half. Do have the 5-yard callback for
Coach
the
of the
delay
Vikings
of game.
is irate about this 5-yard penalty.
He's livid, flaming, one might say, and I have on many occasions.
5-yard penalty. So with 44 seconds left in the half, will Keyz be able to quickly answer back to bring his team within 10?
Don't patronize me. Of course he will. I see a quick 21 points coming from San Diego. We are coming down to that last 5 seconds of the quarter, and we all know
Smith, ride that
that's when
choo-choo.
San Diego bursts to life.
Woo, woo.
I find that very offensive.
And how would you know?
So you're the one. Yes, well. It's okay. I appreciate it.
You know you want to.
Although, you know, with that helmet on, you do kind of look like your sister sitting there from behind. Brandy.
The return man got mauled somewhere around the 25-yard line. So with 39 seconds left and 75 yards left to go.
This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. They're letting the clock wind down because they know
They
the
only
bottom
need 2
10 seconds of the quarter, that's theirs. San Diego's just waiting for it to burst forth. I figure they get a touchdown on the 7, on the 5, and on the 3. Take the lead.
Interception by Rudd. He's
Of
across the 40 to the
course.
35.
That could backfire.
And he's at the 34-yard line.
Oh.
They could score yet again.
San Diego's a little frustrated with this play. But Ironhead, how do I use this thing? Well. San Diego is a team that does love to play defense, and their defense is getting a lot of love in today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Fortunately, this is just a season game. They do have a chance to come back later on and, sweep the bowl, which...
Randy Moss with the grab and the touchdown. How sweet.
Jeez.
Nice
Trying to nail the
catch.
coffin shut early.
Nice.
Oh, man. People all over it. He manages
Defense
to snag
seems
it.
to be just about a second behind.
Man. That was crazy. Like a bunch of Jews jumping for a matzah. They were just all over the place. Wow. Can't make
This game
jokes.
is quickly getting out of control.
Punt.
You're punting? Shanks.
Just a bit outside. This one doesn't quite have the distance.
Interesting choice of play calling by the Vikings, deciding to punt instead of going for the extra point or the 2-point conversion.
Well, I guess they figured since they already had two-point conversions under their belt that they could probably afford to burn a little.
Not all that concerned.
Going for the onside kick just because the defense is lined up for the onside kick and for no other reason whatsoever. And they still miss it.
They almost got it.
Minnesota stymied on that play. Just continue to run down the field even though the ball was loose. That's okay. It's all strategy.
I could be wrong, but if I was a San Diego fan, I would think now would be a good time for a touchdown.
You know, anytime's a good time for a touchdown, but they're waiting for that last 5 seconds.
Yeah, I guess they needed the extra. See, the sack and the extra 5 yards, that's just drama, right? This is building the drama.
This is pure drama. They probably better call it a timeout pretty soon, too, because
they're
you know,
they're
going
to
to be past the
vital
last
10
5
seconds at the end of the quarter.
Minnesota was thinking about calling a timeout. Call a damn timeout. What are you talking about, you puss bag? When it comes to the second half, you're going to need... That's what I'm talking about. San Diego's coach needs a little coaxing, but eventually he comes around. Oh, see? Now he's in the zone. Shotgun all streak going downtown.
Halfback draw for 75 yards.
Just make sure you drop the ball in the end zone first.
So he punts. What a second and 18. Let's fake
but it's
punt.
a fake punt. Oh man,
wide open.
I was
defenseman.
just mystified on that, but unfortunately, so was their offense. But we did come down to halftime, and they will get the ball on the kickoff.
35-10 in favor of the Vikings. First downs. Offense in general for the Chargers, really non-existent. They did turn the ball over once, only rushed for 7 yards. Possessions are even, but the total yardage, 311 to 73, not particularly all that close. Time of possession, certainly in favor of the Vikings. Third down percentage, the Vikings have yet to fail on third down. If I'm the Chargers, I'm thinking... defense needs some. I'd find Randy Moss during time. Yes, I would. Oh, you're not going to offend anybody here by routing somebody. I mean, we lose to people that had never played the game before in their life, are intoxicated to the point where they couldn't spell their own name and walk a straight line. Yeah, giggled our ass off. It's a Sega game, and we're pissed about tackle the motherfucker. Oh yes, we've had some truly piss poor games. And it's the opening kick of the second half, received 3 yards deep in the end zone by somebody I don't know. Not that he got real far. Chargers certainly passing.
I'd just like to take a moment to say the bathrooms in this stadium are exquisite. You just don't often get furry toilets. That's the kind of stuff that the extra tax
the fur
dollars
is normally
pay for.
green. That is so here it was actually smelled nice and wasn't green.
This is, well, I didn't stoop down to smell it, but I'll take your word for it.
See, I took the time now. I took the time to smell it now, so later when my face is stuck in its face first, I would know at least that I wasn't, like, stinking because of the toilet.
Yeah, it's because of the vomit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Oh, well.
Then I have priorities. Speaking of priorities.
Oh, man, I thought that was the magic right there. Obviously, we're going to have to wait 3 minutes and 40 seconds until they can really pull out the the big plays.
Something tells me San Diego is going to go back to the game board and decide on a new plan of attack. Yeah, an excitement reigns.
Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling for forward progress.
4th and 10.
We'll give you we'll give you the half yard. That's okay. They just didn't quite mark it, but it was 9. Just 7/8 of a yard. It was there.
Every bit of 3 inches. I'm telling you. Anyway.
I can't believe they didn't bring out the chains. They really should have measured that one. Anyway. Oh, my dear goodness.
4th down.
Taking it downtown. Oh!
Intercepted, but that's as long as he'd been punting. So it's all good. So far, this game has been nothing short of ugly.
Skanky Poo. That is the official cheer of the Minnesota Vikings. In fact, when the Vikings are doing particularly well, you'll hear cheers of Skanky Poo from the stands repeatedly. Skanky Poo, Skanky Poo. It's crazy, I know, but it happens. Wow. Up.
It's hard to run without your ankles.
Eep up, orc, Wasn't that the was that the Jetsons or was it the Flintstones? The Jetsons. Yeah, who knows? It was one of those Hanna-Barbera cartoons. San Diego's coach indicating that he's hearing the trumpets blowing. That means his rallying charge is coming.
It's a first down.
Who knows?
Not really.
Oh, man.
Well, he
manages to get the first down, but he paid for it. Paid for every yard.
He crossed the first down marker and then got thrown 3 yards backwards.
It was crazy. Yeah, I know they're in Minnesota, but that actually looked like Jesse Ventura stepped out there and kicked some ass.
Screw that forward progress bullshit. He landed 3 yards short.
San Diego's coach has nothing to do but whine, but
team rushing 89-8. That's not an indication.
Chargers rushing yards haven't been what we're looking for just yet, but I've got a feeling that approximately 1 minute and 30 seconds from now, those rushing yards are just going to burst.
Well, had not
another first down. That's going to bring a 1st and goal for Minnesota.
Had not the coach of the Vikings sold that cocaine to Natron Means before the game, he probably would have rushed for many more yards today.
Hey, Bam's a marijuana dealer. At least get your drugs right.
1st and goal.
I don't know why there's 10 pounds of marijuana in my phone.
Rushing, diving.
Oh, he goes
fumbling.
for the jump, but no. Taken down early. That's kind of interesting because I always thought that a very good play for the Steelers offense would be if they could just, be on that 3-yard line. And instead of actually running the play, the center just kind of leans back and throws Cordell over the end zone line. You guarantee it.
Giggle the whole time.
And, yeah, Cordell wouldn't know the difference. He'd just, try and avoid the flapping of the excess skin on his neck. And there we go.
Nice dive into the end zone.
Hell of a dive.
It's Smith's having a Pro Bowl type day today.
It's the point where the points are so high, the touchdowns are no longer exciting. It's the style competition for the dive in the end zone. But this is it. I'm telling you. 40 seconds from now. Magic.
Bring the noise! Come on, kick the damn ball!
San Diego's holding back. You can tell. You can tell by looking at the coach that there is a pocket full of tricks there.
He came up and did the Atlanta Falcons chicken dance right in front of your punter, and you declined the penalty.
We're going down to the Vikings sideline for a comment from the coach here.
Yeah, he can have
it. Okay. San Diego once again lined up for the onside kick because Minnesota needs it. That's all right. Goes out the back of the end zone.
In the end zone with the camera should have picked the ball up and thrown it to somebody so they could have returned it. The Vikings need all the help they can get, or the Chargers need all the help they can get. The Vikings need some mental assistance since they're declining extra points because the chicken dance was done in front of their... It was a run play. It just wasn't a run very far play. This game's so
Minnesota carefully biding their time.
Natron means cocaine.
Yes! That's a yard. That's a yard.
Woo! As time counts down towards those mystical 10 seconds at the end of a quarter. Oh, this play is going to start right in the middle of the mystical time.
San Diego. There it is. You bunch of bums. You needed that 5. All right, we're going to see what they can do with the last second left. He gets it.
Oh, my God.
He's going.
He's at the 10, the 5.
Stumbling all the way down. Touchdown. You do not want to mess with this San Diego offense on the 5-second play. That's all there is.
With 2 defenders around him, he manages to bring it down, shake 2 tackles.
Did go all the way.
And then roll to the end zone.
San Diego just holding back, waiting for their time. They know when it is. 0-0-5. Hints of indignation from the Minnesota sidelines, but that's okay, because San Diego's not shaking. They know that there's going to be another 5-second point. There's one more left in this game, and they know.
Secret to it. Secret to this game.
They're going for the 2-point conversion.
Almost accepted.
Didn't quite swing it. That's all right. There you go. 16-41. San Diego's down. They're preparing to kick it off at the top of the 4th quarter here.
M. Ricks, whoever that is. Barton? Huh?
Beer.
Onside kick.
And they... What?
He got the onside kick. Starting the 4th quarter, San Diego mounts the comeback charge. And they start it with a sack.
Now, obviously, they're going to try and take this possession and use every available second to get down to the last 5 seconds and run the 5-second play
again. For the first 4.5 minutes, so
that's what it is.
Down
3.5 minutes.
5 seconds.
That's what I'm saying.
Unfortunately, they have to find that mystical 30-point play.
And I would definitely award 30 points for that.
I was going to say, that would be a 30-point awardment off. Throwing into triple coverage 30 yards downfield.
Previously, that's a play only accomplished in, certain parts of Turkey and Istanbul, but
it's gaining popularity in North
America. Women in America are definitely getting more and more flexible. I understand that San Diego actually has some girls from the Wall Motel in Wall, Pennsylvania, just outside Monroeville on their sideline. So
the defender was wide open.
Oh, my dear goodness. San Diego mounting a comeback. That's all there is. You can't deny it.
They might bring this score within 20 points.
It may say 16-41, but I guarantee you the game is a lot closer than that.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh,
God, what a grab.
An incredible catch. And what this is really San Diego saying, hey, we've just been teasing you this far. We've been taunting you, dragging you on, and basically...
warning of things to come.
Our Zima is better than your stupid amaretto. That's what they're saying.
You can have this game. Just wait for the playoff.
That sphincter says what? And it actually gets dropped. That's okay.
But don't get ecstatic just yet. You've got 2 minutes and 32 seconds.
You need to get ecstatic at least twice in order to win this game.
3 times, preferably. That.
Encroachment.
Excuse me. That's been building up. Man, boy, does Sam have a lot to say. I'm sorry, Sam Adams has something to say, and when he has something to say, you've got to listen. Wow. Yeah, interestingly enough, I was in the
Walrus's asshole.
in the Walrus's asshole. I was in the Twin Cities earlier this week. Hell of a mall they got there. Hell of a mall.
Number 93 on the defense.
There seems to be some problem with penalties. If you'd have been using this all game, you wouldn't have had any offensive yards, but you'd have had like 45 points by now. In field goals, no less. Make him jump.
First and 10 from just the other side of the 15.
He hands the ball.
Perhaps the dive isn't exactly what they were looking for, since they are about 15 yards shy of the end zone. But
he doesn't have those springs installed in his cleats yet.
He's just not. I'm telling you, he's taunting the Vikings coach. That's all there is. He's saying, "You can't bring it. You can't."
Yeah. Harbaugh takes the snap. Goes to the defense. Thinks about handing off. Throws it short. Matt spills beer everywhere. He's staring at us like he wants us to do something about it. Any suggestions? I was going to say, breathe, inhale. Breathe, inhale. That's going to make an interesting announcement. Little extra bonus flavoring. Sam Adams Amaretto. I've heard that Sam Adams makes excellent moisturizer, so it should be quite all right. Alrighty then.
That's creamy yet stout.
Apparently there's a really annoying play being pulled off by the offense, which has resulted in 20 yards of penalties.
5 yards, third down.
Like I told you, he's just trying to whittle it down.
He's going to make it down to that final 10 seconds and score this touchdown just yet. Throwing over the center. I don't even know what it is. So. Lining up for the field goal. 4th and 9. About 28 yards out. It's dead center, and it's good. So, Keyz pulls off almost the 20 points that he wanted for this game. Not exactly going to be a victory, however. Now,
I think he's got something under his, up his sleeve here, and it rhymes with onside kick. That's just a guess, but I've seen it happen before. Uh-oh.
not much rhymes with onside kick.
They did it again.
And now he's running for his own end zone.
That's okay. He's just happy to have possession. That's all.
I think that's the first time I've ever seen two onside kicks successfully recovered by the offense twice in a row in one game, ever.
It is incredible. What can I say? He's got the tricks up his sleeve. Previously, just using them up for the 5-second play, but now unleashing it.
Pass interference. Throw the flag. Pass interference. Throw the flag.
He said ass. Wow, I'm feeling so much more timid now that the wife is home.
Well, that'll last 10 minutes. Nice pass. A little short of the first down. Our Rick's brother, Emrick's, is having a very good game comparatively.
I'd like to take a break now for the coach of the Chargers to tell his wife if she finds any urine on the bed, it's not my fault.
I can see this is going to go over real well. Announcing from the street outside Keyz' house, because it's the only safe place to be at the moment.
Biding his time. Look at the control.
Ooh, wide open.
And now the speed.
M.R.P.
Ow! Ah!
R. Smith, the Sega Sports Player of the Game.
Isn't that Robert Smith?
Rod Smith.
Oh, Rod Smith. I thought it was Robert Smith, lead singer of The Cure.
No.
Oh, well, I'm making
He
him
plays
my
for the
player of the
Jacksonville
game either way.
Jaguars.
Anyway, moving right along.
His player of the game might have had something to do with the 700 yards and 17 touchdowns that he got today.
Yeah, whatever. That doesn't compare to the fact that, you know.
Atron Means has 6.
Yeah, that fucking asshole.
Inches.
I'm sorry.
And he throws killer parties at
He better, because, you know, he's got to have some redeeming factor. After, you know, any Pittsburgh fan finds him utterly repulsive no matter what he's doing any time of day.
Backing, pedaling, throwing.
You know, if he had arms growing out of his back,
And his ass.
that would have been a reception, and it probably would have been a first down, maybe a touchdown. Who knows?
Or if he could just learn to catch the ball with his ass cheeks.
Back to those girls from the Wall Motel.
If we were using quarters, not footballs, we'd... Mental image in a hand.
Oh, man.
Throwing deep to the ref. And Jeff Graham. Wide open, drops the ball. Well, there's in 25 seconds or 20 seconds, you could do that again and he'd catch it.
Apparently, he needs to call 1-800-COLLECT. You know, dial down the middle. 1-800!
C-O-L-L-E-E-C-T.
Sorry.
Looking.
I do watch a bit too much television sometimes.
Jones.
Oh,
up,
the reach, the
catches.
grab. Oh, he's
17
down.
seconds left. There's going to be a called timeout on the field by San Diego.
Inside of the 25, it's looking good for San Diego. This is the comeback trap. That's what I'm saying.
It looks that way.
Telling
Minnesota
you, Minnesota doesn't want to fool with this stuff. They may be
does
in their
not
house,
seem to
but
have scored in the second half.
no.
I was going to say,
It's certainly made it difficult.
game plan for San Diego of just pretty much keeping the ball the entire half has been an effective way of keeping Minnesota off the scoreboard during the half. 13 seconds left. Only 3 from that last 10 seconds.
Kind of strange. The Chargers coach didn't really have to call that timeout. They would have had the 13-second warning. Never mind. Anyway, inside the 20 now. 5 yards ahead of where we were before and looking dead bullseye on the end zone. I'm telling you, he's lining up for it. It's gonna
Looking for that offsides call.
Oh, my God. Denied his 20 points. The Chargers coach goes home with his head tucked, firmly between his legs. And, yes, I wouldn't be here.
It looks like the
tell you that
first
right
game
now.
will end 41-19. 5 seconds
There
left.
walks a very tolerable woman. That's a very tolerant woman. Not
Tolerable.
tolerable. I can tolerate her. No, she's a very tolerant woman. She's letting a bunch of drunk men speak loudly in her living room.
Isn't punt coverage pretty much the same as like
Smith
prevent
with a
defense?
snag right shy of the 50, and the game's over. 41-19.
Punt coverage and prevent defense are the same thing.
It was that.
41-19, the final. The Vikings hand San Diego their testicles and send them home. Hopefully the Chargers will regroup and come back to play slightly better, since obviously they'll be playing one of us next time, which guarantees they'll do much better. Pretty much looks like first down-wise was pretty close. However, total offense, though the Chargers seem to possess a much higher number than they did in the first half. That's pretty much only because the Vikings never saw the ball during the second half. Passing yards actually was very close, 278, 229. However, the average yards attempt was a little separated, 25 yards. And the rushing yards for San Diego at a -5. That was pretty much the story of the game right there. Pretty much looked like the defense of the Chargers, which was pretty much the highest ranked in the league, did not come to play this game. Third down conversion attempts, compared to how they made it, not even close. Red zone scoring was good for both teams. However, penalties, the Vikings did have 50 yards worth of offsides penalties. However, that wasn't quite enough to help the Chargers along. Only had one penalty, which was 13 yards, and it was for pass interference, if I remember correctly. It just was an ugly game. I'm sure Keyz will want to put it behind him and hope that he plays myself or Matt next time. Oh, yes, and the Anal Network will be signing off for a station break, a cigarette, and a shot of Jack Daniels, and we'll bring you the next game shortly.